Welcome to Agapa Freedom Sports. This is the All States Saints show. Tonight we have several special guests. We have Robert, Nicholas, Connor, and Connor from the Mid Valley football team. The Mid Valley Spartans are currently 4-0, undefeated. They beat Honesdale this past week, 27-13, and they have a very good run defense and a pretty decent pass defense, and they have one of the best running backs in the Lackawanna Football Conference currently. I think they could win the District 2 championship, but again, I think Scranton Prep is going to be a strong contender as well. So it's going to be fun. They play Scranton Prep, I believe it's October 11th, and it's going to be fun to watch. To be a very good game. So let's bring on the boys, and then our co-host, Stephanie. Stephanie, this is the first time Stephanie is joining our podcast. She'll be our co-host and helping us out. And I appreciate her time and willingness to be part of a podcast. So let's bring them on. Robert, Connor, Nick, Connor, and then a co-host. Stephanie, how you doing, boys?
I'm good.
We're good.
We're doing good.
I'm all right.
Good. Yeah, thank you all for coming on here and accepting the invitation to be interviewed.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
No problem. I just made my screen bigger, so you guys and Stephanie, you're easy to see. So now, I guess, I don't know if Stephanie was going to do this or not, but what position do you all play? Go from Robert, Connor, and Nick.
I play offensive guard and a bit of defensive end.
I play receiver and outside backer.
Nice.
I'm a wide receiver, and I don't do defense, but I'm the long snapper.
I'm the guard, and I play defensive tackle as well.
Nice. I was recommended by Jacob Lusher to interview Robert. He said you're a hard worker. Are you a sophomore?
I'm a junior.
Junior.
And I meant to say center, not guard.
All right. Yeah, you said you're a hard worker at the line.
Don't worry, we won't take points after that.
Yeah. I know Nick's a beast on defense. So, yeah, this Mid Valley team, Stephanie, is definitely a lot of fun to watch.
I like hearing that.
Got to get to a game,
Mm-hmm.
Like Jacob some running back. Burrick is I think it was second and 15 at 20. The guy's running 20 yards, first downs, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, Stephanie.
So I feel like since this is my first podcast with you guys, and my first question has to be, what made you all want to join football?
Rob, you go first.
Yes.
We're sorry, Rob. Connor, and Nick.
So really what drove me to play football is my dad passing away, actually, because he passed away and I really never did anything. So I was pretty lazy at the time, and that just really drove me into a different level, and it just pushed me to become a different person.
Wow. And how old were you when your father passed away?
I think I was 11 or 12 at the time.
Wow.
Was your father a big football fan?
He was a big fan of the 49ers, and he just loved coaching the sport. He used to coach my brother back in Alton Lions, and he coached Mid Valley for a little bit too.
Nice. So it was always in your heart.
Yep.
I bet you he's looking down proud of you right now.
Oh, yeah. He's very proud of this Mid Valley team. Very.
Yes. Connor, what about Connor Hughes? How about you?
I played my whole life. I started when I was 4. My dad was actually a coach for the Lions, or for the Alton Lions. He didn't get to coach me because he said it would be too hard on me. I wouldn't end up liking him. But I just liked it my whole life, and it's just something I thought that it was just something to do. But I started working hard at it, and I realized I was pretty good at it, so I just kept going.
Nice. And what about you, Connor? Connor number 2.
I started in 3rd grade, and it was just something to do. My dad kind of pushed me to do it. I've always loved football even before that. And I I just kept on doing it because you build friendships like throughout like the biddy leagues, and then you go to middle school, and then now we're in high school. So
Nice. And last but not least, over there.
I started in 7th grade. I saw how good the little league team was doing. They won like multiple Super Bowls in like 3 years, so I wanted to become a part of what they were.
I'm laughing when you said Little League. I think baseball. I'm like, Little League. Nice.
Yeah, my brother Joel, he has, like I said, 2 kids that go to Mid Valley. One's like a 13, 14-year-old daughter, and he has a 10, 11-year-old son. And he texted me this week. He's like, this is because he's been following Mid Valley like about 10 years or something, 9, maybe 8 years since his kids were going there. And he's like, it's weird that Mid Valley is good this year. Like, he's like excited and he's not used to it.
Do you want to do the second question or do you want me to do mine first?
You could do yours, but again, yeah.
All right. So my next question will be, and then we'll start with Robert again. What is your favorite subject in school?
I'm more of a math guy. Like I've always just had a knack for math. My coach is my teacher, and it's just all good and fun. I mean, it's just like it puts a lot on your brain, but it just allows you to think throughout the whole day, and that's how I am in football. Like I'm thinking about every single play and what I have to do.
Keep up with that. My favorite subject was math also, and I have a business degree. So, so keep up with it. Connor, yours? What about you?
I agree with Rob. Mine's probably math. It does put the brain to work, and when you finish a problem, you're really excited because you don't know if you got it right, but then the teacher goes over it and you got it right. So then you just get excited and you know that you did it right.
Yeah. Connor, number 2.
I like chemistry the most. It's my favorite class I've taken. We started it last year, but now I'm taking AP chemistry, and I like it because it has a little bit of math and it has a little bit of logic to it, and I just find it really interesting just to see how everything works.
That's nice. So this is your second year in it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm a big fan of history, just learning about the past and how it all relates back to the present.
Okay.
Well, I'll ask the next question, I guess.
Okay.
Now, this football question, anybody could answer this. Talk about your team's preparation coming into last week's game, well, actually Friday, yeah, where you guys won against Honesdale, 27-14. Talk about your preparation. Who wants to answer?
Our preparation
I guess
was they had a real big line, so we knew we had to open up our passing game a little bit more, which he did a very good job with. Brett Yanoski went, I think, 19 for 25. Connor Hughes out of 100 yards receiving,
Oh,
and
really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
we just had a really good passing game, and Jacob still did his thing, and yeah, we just had a really good game plan coming into the week.
Oh, wow. Really? Connor, you had 100 yards receiving?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, I didn't look at these stats
Thank
this
you.
past week. Wow, good job. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Robert, you're welcome. Did you want to say something?
I mean, we knew the line was big, but like really just all throughout the week, we were just disciplined and we just kept going through our plays because we knew they were going to blitz. We knew they were going to hit us hard, but we just kept going through our plays and going 100% everything.
Cool. Thank you.
Do any of you have jobs?
Yeah, we actually.
So the reason I'm asking, if you do, how do you manage football and work?
Well,
Whoever wants to start.
me and Connor Hughes work together from Epicurean Delight to catering service.
Oh, so you guys spend a lot of time together. Football, work, school.
Yeah, we you work usually on the weekends. Like last night, I worked until like 11:30ish. Came home, and
Wow.
that's that. I mean, just getting the job done.
And you have practice every day too, right?
Yeah, except for Sunday. So today's our off day.
Okay. Nice. What about Robert? Do you have a job?
I really just cut grass. So I go around and I just I'll help out the elder and like cut their grass. And like my mom has patience, so I'll go and cut their grass and I just make like a couple extra bucks to get me by.
And I love you for saying that. Don't sell yourself
Yeah,
short though about saying I just do that. That's impressive
yeah.
to, have football and work no matter
Hmm.
what you're doing. So
Yes, definitely.
that is awesome.
Yep.
And who else are we missing? Nicholas?
Yeah,
Did
no, I
you?
just went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just went.
Nicholas?
Connor
Okay.
and Connor.
Oh, Connor. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
like Nick said, I just work with
Yep.
Nick. I do the Delight Epicurean Delight company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you and Nick work together, and then
Yep.
Connor, do you have a job after school?
yeah. I was working at Wegmans for about a year, and
Okay.
actually got pretty difficult to manage school football and work
Mhm.
because they require more hours.
And that's why I asked that
I just
question because
because
that's a lot.
I turned
Yeah.
18, so now they're requiring more hours. So I'm going back to Epicurean Delight, the same thing that Husey and Nick are doing. So
So your job was requiring more hours even though you're still in high school?
yeah, because they don't look at they just look at like your birthday, like saying that you're still 18. Like now that you're 18, you're an adult now, so you have to work more hours. But it was really hard to manage. So
Well, yeah, I don't blame you. You should go to a new job.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that should, I feel like, be
Right.
something for high school students, especially in sports, that you can
Hmm.
keep your job.
Yeah. So I guess I'll ask the next question. What each one of you guys could answer this. What do you enjoy the most about the team this year? Like, what do you enjoy about the guys and the team as a whole?
I
um,
really
I think that we're all super close. Like years past, of course we're close. We're on the same football team and everything, but we grew up with each other. Like us and the juniors and the sophomores, like grew up together like our whole lives, and we've always been super close. All have a big friend group, like going into it. So definitely helps out a lot. Team camp helps out a lot.
Anybody else want to answer? Or?
oh, you could go, Rob.
I think we just like he said, we do everything together, like inside school, outside school, and practice. Like we're always with each other, and like we're always just hanging out, no matter who it is.
Nice. How is the
Okay.
camaraderie within your team?
It's really good. We're all just really good friends. It's like a brotherhood. Even the whole team, we just talk like brothers. Our captains do a really good job, and we just unite the team really well. And it's just like a brotherhood.
Do you think that helps with your wins this year?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because we're not pointing fingers. We're not doing anything like that. We're all just on the same page. Like if someone makes a mistake, we just calm each other down. And
Yep. And that's what makes a good team.
Yes.
Even if you have a problem with somebody outside of your team, when you're there, you're together, you work hard, and that's
Hmm.
what makes you get those wins in, boys. um,
And keep them coming.
so I'll start this one with Robert. What is your plans after high school?
I want to go to college for like engineering. I want to go for like mechanical engineering, and I just want to be like, I want to use like the math that I learned in high school to almost figure out things throughout college and the rest of my career.
Okay. And Connor Goose?
I want to go to college and get a criminal justice degree, and then eventually go into the state police academy.
Okay, nice. And Robert, back to you. Do you have a college in mind?
I don't.
Okay. You still have time. What about Connor Hughes? Do you have you want to go to the police academy?
Yeah, after college,
Yep.
it probably Juniata or Muhlenberg, one of those
Okay.
two.
Nice. Connor number 2.
I want to get my kinesiology degree and then get my doctorate in chiropractic.
So do you have a college in mind?
Oh, Penn State for sure.
Okay. And Nick, what about you?
I plan on going to school for education and for football or track.
Do you want to do basic education, elementary, special ed?
Secondary education.
Okay. I love that you all have that ideas already.
Yeah.
Some seniors don't even know what they're going to do,
True.
and juniors. So,
I'll ask my question. What's your personal goal as a team, like this year? What's your personal goal as a team?
Our personal goal as a team is to go 1-0 every week and keep rolling and doing what we've been doing the past 4 weeks and just keep continuing what we've been doing throughout the season.
That works. Anybody else want to answer?
We just want to be able to we just want our team to be remembered. So our main goal is to put some banners on the wall and just be remembered as one of the best teams in Mid Valley history.
It's good.
How are during obviously football season, how are the teachers with your schedule? Like, do you guys, first off, do you guys get a lot of sleep with everything that you guys do?
Oh yeah.
Are you getting
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing that you guys are probably all doing well in school, but is it like a struggle between jobs and football and then homework? Like, are the teachers, do they help? Like, do you guys get a little extra time ever if you need it for things like that? Or I don't know how school works anymore because like back in the day, sometimes with sports they would give you a little extra time, like not for tests or anything, but to get some work done. Like, do you guys?
We don't really get like any leniency just because I feel like being an athlete's a privilege, playing a sport's a privilege, and getting an education is a privilege. So you gotta balance it, the way it all works out. So
That was a very good answer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All
Do
right.
you want to take the next one?
Yeah. What's your most memorable victory or defeat? You can start with Robert. We'll go down.
I think
Robert.
my most memorable win was Homesdale last year. I mean, we were down by a touchdown, and the whole fourth quarter we were down, and we just at the end of the game we were on the 1 yard line and we drove it in to win the game. So I think that's just like my most memorable because like we had worked so hard to get in, and it was just a big win for us.
Connor.
I would have to agree with Rob. We just fought the whole game. It was a great game. They were a great team. They were a great team this year too. We just fought the whole game and we came out on top.
Connor.
If I did play in that game, the Honesdale game last year, I would say Honesdale, but I tore my ACL last year, so I didn't get to play in it, so I didn't really get that feel. But week 2 last year against Riverside was awesome. It was actually on my birthday.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Pretty
so and it was a really tough win. I think it was 14-6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
yeah, that was definitely the most memorable.
Yeah, beating Riverside. I mean, they're a good team this year, and you guys beat them last year. So pretty cool. Dick.
Mine would have to be Riverside last year. It was a crazy win. It's 14-12. Like it was down to the wire. Like on the last play, they were running hook and ladder. It was like a 20-second long play, and when it was over, it was like the best feeling in the world to win that game, and it was just crazy game.
Do you think some of these, like the Honesdale win and the Riverside win from last year, you think it kind of carried into this year, like confidence and different things?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have one more question, and that's for the seniors. I want to hear about your emotions this year. It's your senior year. It's your last year of high school football. Besides winning, what is going through your head?
I haven't really tried to think that it's my last year yet. I'll think about that after the last game.
Now that I just said that, you're like, oh man, it's gonna be my turn. Thank you.
It's definitely a little emotional.
Absolutely.
Not being able to put on a Spartans uniform again, but I'm just gonna keep thinking about winning and keep thinking about doing our thing.
Yep.
Nice. Anybody have anything else to add to that?
I think it's definitely hard to see like that we're never gonna be playing with each other after this year. But
Sure.
I just think it's important to make like lifelong memories. Like I feel like at the end of the day, that's the most important thing because those are the most valuable things in life. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even just hearing about your team, just your answers to those questions, I could see why your team is doing so well this year.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah.
One game at a time, and do some good things.
Yeah.
When was the last time? When was the last time Mid Valley made the state playoffs?
Probably like 1990.
91.
Oh wow.
Probably when
Yeah.
Rebar played.
Yeah, that's early 90s.
So this is a big thing for you guys.
Yeah.
For the school in general.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely wish you guys luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have some more questions. Name your favorite local restaurant. Start with Robert.
I mean, I think my favorite it's not right next to me, but La Pellegrino's. I mean, my friend owns it, and like his pizza's amazing.
What's it called? I need to write this
La
down.
Pellegrino's. It's one of my favorite places to go to. I mean, we have bonfires together, and
Where is it?
Nice.
I
Where
think
is
it's
It's
like
in
near.
Archibald.
I lost you. I didn't hear
It's
what you
right
said.
across from Quinn's in Archibald.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? I live in
Yeah.
Chestnut.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Give it a try.
Yeah. Actually, I think I did eat there a couple years ago. I had pizza there. Connor?
Mine's probably Happy Valley. I think they have really good food, and
I
it's
like
like
Happy Valley.
a
Me too.
sports bar, so there's always sports on. It's just enjoyable to go there.
Connor number 2?
We all on Mondays like to go to Benny's in Peckville for the wings.
Benny's is a good one too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and I love their buffalo pizza. It's the best pizza I think around, honestly.
Oh, I've never had their buffalo
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, get the open face buffalo. It's so good.
I've got a little notepad here. I'm writing all these restaurants
Yeah,
down.
make sure it's open face too, because it just
All
makes
right.
it so much better.
Open face buffalo pizza.
Yeah,
All right.
I like their double crusted steak and cheese pizza.
yeah, that's what my dad likes. We get that all the time.
Yeah. Nick?
My favorite is Kelly's Wings. It's in Scranton. Yeah, real good food.
Yeah, my friend loves that place. Goes there like almost every Thursday.
I'm guessing their wings are good, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
popular. They're popular for their wings. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would it be? Robert, start with.
I mean, that's a hard one. There's a lot of them, but I mean, probably
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. Like, I've been like a history nerd also, and like I just love learning about the past. And I think Abraham Lincoln is just one of those guys that I just love to sit around and have a drink with.
So you're
Connor?
very intrigued by him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Connor?
Probably former President JFK who passed away. I want to see what it's like to be a president. I want to see what it's like just to be like the leader of the country. How he is.
Good one. Connor number 2?
So, it's a little sports related, but Jackie Robinson, because he played a big role in the difference in segregation, like from then and today.
Yeah.
So,
I love Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, and like I view him as a historical figure over a athlete because again, like he did a lot for segregation and everything. So
Yeah, I love that. I have a plaque on my wall of him signing his contract with their coach. Stuff like that. I love that story. I have a couple of books on it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a hero. Nick?
Mine would probably have to be George Washington, just because of the fact of like how good of a leader he was to help get our country started up back in the day, and just learn about his leadership and how he ran up like the country.
Good.
Every single
all
one of
good
you
answers.
just amazed me by who you guys picked. You know, kids your age, I feel like would pick like a rapper or something. Like 3 of you picked. Like I can't believe that just came out of all of your mouths. Who you would
Jackie
say, but
Robinson,
that is
too.
awesome.
I love Jackie Robinson. I do. I love that
Yeah.
story. So inspiring.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Tell me about one more. Let me reword this question. Tell me about one influential person in your life and how they impacted you. One influential person in your life and how do they impacted you?
I mean, I think I got to go back with my dad. Like, he's the reason I started playing football. He's the reason, like, I anything. Always like very into school, and like as soon as he passed away, it just got me into everything, and it really just brought me to who I am today. Like I study, I do all my stuff, and I think that it's a sad thing that he died, but I think it was so helpful for me because I really got a lot like ready into life, and just helps me work through everything I need to, knowing that I have him on my back at all times.
And I'm sure if he was alive today and he, he'd be very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Connor?
It's hard to choose between my mom and my dad, so I'm probably just gonna have to pick them both. They've both been a role model in my lives, and they've raised me the right way. They've shown me rights from wrongs, and they've both shown me how to work hard and do the right thing in every situation.
Connor, number 2.
I think it's difficult to pick between my mom and dad, but I think my dad's a little bit harder on me. So and it at the end of the day just makes me more successful, especially with like schoolwork. Like he's never really on me about sports because that's something I want to do and that's something that I enjoy. But school obviously is hard to enjoy all the time. So and he's always on me about my grades. So I think he's a big reason why I'm successful in school.
Nick.
I have to say what kind of like more with what Connor said. Like I don't think I can choose between my parents. You know, both my parents have done so much for me, and my father always provides for our family. My mother is always helping me, my brother, my sister. So just both of them have made me who I am today, and I just love them both.
Good answers.
Can I also add my mom to that group because like I didn't
Yeah,
even because like
yeah,
she
you
takes
could.
I was thinking about you when
Yeah.
they were talking. I'm like, oh god, she's like, oh my mom.
yeah because like she's the one who's there for me now
Yeah,
and she takes care of me with everything. I couldn't be who I am without her.
yeah, definitely. Um, what's your favorite sports movie? What do you like about the movie? What's your favorite sports movie, and what do you like about the movie? Start with Robert.
I mean, back with Jackie Robinson, I like the 42 movie. I
Me
feel like
too.
it's just a great representation of how like just the MLB and how America has changed as a whole.
Mhm. Connor.
Mine's probably The Longest Yard. It's just a funny movie, and it's a football game in prison, so it's just really funny, and it just
Yeah, Connor, number 2.
I love all the Rocky movies. I think they're very influential. I love the city of Philadelphia. I love the characters in the movie. I like older movies too. Just it's very nostalgic.
Nick.
Mine would have to be Remember the Titans. The movie is just very impactful. And I think younger people that watch, it, especially like any kind of athlete that you are, to like let you know that no matter who is on your team, that they're your brother and that they're gonna do what you do and they're gonna do what they have to do and do their job for you.
Yeah, that's one of my other favorites growing up. I love that one. Very inspiring. Thank you. Um, if you could be remembered for one thing, so the question is, if you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be? Start with Robert.
I mean, I want for like I want not just me, but I want this whole team just to be remembered for how great we were, and I just want to be one of the best Mid Valley teams that ever walked on that field.
Good answer. Connor.
I think we're all very selfless, and we all want the best for each other. So I just want us to be remembered as very selfless people. Even outside of the football field, we're very caring for each other. We all
Good.
want the best for each other, and I just want us to be remembered as that.
Good. Connor, number 2.
Is this more of like a team oriented question or like a
It,
personal question?
like if more like if like you can make it whatever you want. Like if you passed away, what would you want people to remember you for? It could be anything.
I want to be remembered for my respect and my loyalty to people. I feel like those are two very important things in life, and like my pride for myself and people that I love.
Nick.
Yeah, I just want to remember as someone that would help at anyone who needs help, and I'd always be there for someone who needs help, no matter what.
This one we went over, before we got on there, but they don't know here. What's your favorite professional sports team? Start with Robert.
I'm a Eagles fan, and I just always have been since I was young, and that's just my team.
Connor.
I'm a huge Detroit Lions fan. My dad made me into a Detroit Lions fan. He's a diehard Detroit Lions fan. He's been one since he's been growing up, and I just grew into that. And I have a bunch of jerseys, and they're just my favorite team.
Oh,
I
it's a
can
good.
relate to you. I had no choice but to be a Cowboys fan when I was born here.
Yeah.
So I can relate to that.
Yeah, good time to be a Lions fan.
Yeah, definitely.
Connor, number 2.
I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. Grew up into it. My dad has been a big fan his whole life. My whole room's painted. I can't even work this camera. Painted green, black,
Oh,
and gray.
cool.
Yeah, big Eagles fan.
And you guys got Saquon Barkley from Giants.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. At least he has an offensive line now.
Yeah, I was nervous because I don't know, not able to tell if it was him or
Yeah.
the line. So I was nervous, but now I know that he's still good.
Then you got who else? The Clemson dude, Will. What's his name? I know his name. I'm a Clemson fan. Will.
Trotter Jr.
Yeah. Then you got the running back.
Oh,
I'm a Clemson fan.
I forget his name. He did good in preseason though.
Yeah, I actually met him last year. Got a picture with him.
Oh,
I was
really?
at the Clemson game. Yeah, Clemson, Syracuse. I got like 40 pictures with 40 team members.
That's awesome.
My
Yeah, I
favorite
found a
part of
way.
you not remembering a name and you guys all thinking about it is all of us are sitting in front of a thing that we can look up.
Yeah.
Google. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, we can all Google it.
I know, right? Yeah, right. I know you're right.
Nick,
So
did
many
you get to
times.
answer?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. My favorite professional team is the Steelers. Growing up, I love watching Big Ben and the Steelers defense.
So the Steelers, my favorite player was always Troy Polamalu.
Yeah,
I loved him,
it was
and I'm not
insane.
even a Steelers fan.
If you could speak to any sports player in history, who would you choose? If you could speak to any sports player in history, who do you choose?
I would choose Brian Dawkins. I mean, one of my favorite players of all time, and he brought a different level of hype to the game that, like, it was crazy. Once he stepped on the field, it was like nobody was on the same level.
Connor?
I would probably talk to Barry Sanders. I think he's the greatest running back of all time, and I just want to figure out what it was like during his time to be that good and be that much better than everyone else.
Connor number 2?
I would pick Randall Cunningham. He was kind of like the trendsetter for this new style of quarterback, like as being a scrambler. So I would definitely like to wonder like what people thought of him before he was able to show what he was able to do.
Nick?
Probably GJ Watt, just to learn just to see how dominant he was as a D lineman, and also how much he benefited the community, how much he gave back to them.
Good answers. Now this one is a little different. Name one positive thing about your head coach, Stan Yanoski. Name one positive thing about your head coach, Stan Yanoski. Robert?
He has a positive bond with all of us, and he gets to know his players so well, and he just coaches us amazingly.
Connor?
I mean, we all grew up around him. He's been our coach for a while, even on the Off Lions. So he knows us very well, and he gets to know us very well, and he wants to be there for us. He's there for us all the time, and he just coaches us as well as he could.
Connor number 2?
I think his passions is one of his best qualities. Like he's very passionate about school. Like he's always been a Spartan, no matter what. And he loves the game of football. He loves us. He just wants the best for all of us and all of his players.
Now, do you think, like, when somebody's, like you said, is Spartan their whole life, do you think you guys relate more to that type of person?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Definitely. Nick?
Definitely his caring feature. I mean, like even when like one of us messes up on a play, I mean, he'll yell at us, but then later on he'll come back to us and let us know, that he's not yelling at us as a person. He's yelling at the number on our jersey, and he just cares so much about each and every one of us, and we just gotta love him for that.
Good answers. If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you spend it on, Robert?
I mean, I would spend it on like a mansion for me and all my boys. I mean, we'd be swimming in the pool all night. We'd be just having so much fun.
Connor?
I would probably give most of it to my mom and just thank her for all the stuff that she did for me.
Good answer. Connor, number 2?
I would give it to my parents because I don't want to be in control of that much money. You know what I mean? and I feel like they'd be a lot more responsible with it.
Good answer. And Robert had a good answer too. Nick?
Probably buy my parents a big old house and then probably just put the rest of it away.
Robert, do you want to change your answer?
I'll add to my answer. My mom. I'll add to my answer.
Okay, good answer. That's funny. But good. I have like one or two more questions. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Start with Robert.
I mean, chicken teriyaki. That's just always been my favorite meal. I have it like twice a week, 3 times a week. Sometimes it's just I've always liked it, and I will always have like a favorite place for it.
Yeah, I like chicken teriyaki too. Connor?
I'd probably choose chicken, rice, and veggies. It just has everything to it, and that's all you need.
That's good too. I like chicken and rice. I love rice. Today we had chicken and mashed potatoes, like the breaded chicken.
Oh yeah.
No. Connor, number 2.
Medium rare steak with green beans and mashed potatoes. I'll eat that every day.
Nice. Nick?
Probably wings, blue cheese, and celery.
That's good too. So let me think. This is the last question, unless Stephanie have any more for this, I think. So we're going to name one positive thing about your teammates on here. So Robert, start with you. Name something positive about Connor, and Nick. Then we go to Connor. Then
Connor Hughes. He's the most inspirational person on our team. I mean, like if somebody has to run by themselves on the sideline, he'll be the first one to run with them. And like he's always with each other. He's always making sure everybody's okay. Bartlett, he's one of my favorite teammates just because of the heart he brings. And even though he got injured, and I mean that was one of the worst parts of my life, seeing him go down. Like he's still so good at the game, and he brings the heart, like the hardest work and all the heart that you can ask from him. Nick J, I mean, from the first day we met, he's always brought me up, and like he's been my overall inspiration and getting better every day because I always want to just be just as good as him when I come out of Mid Valley.
Good answers. Connor, your turn.
Rob is just such a hard worker. He does everything the right way. We call him the Terminator because you tell him to do something, he'll do it right away. And then Bartlett, he's been my best friend for like a couple of years, and he does everything right in the field. He'll ask you if you're doing all right, and then he'll do anything for the team. And then Nick, he's just a maniac. He'll do anything for the team. He'll do anything that you need. The coaches ask him to do something, he'll do it right away.
Connor, number 2.
So with Rob, he's gonna be the nicest kid, the sweetest kid you'll ever meet. He could never hate anybody. He's just always so sweet to everybody, and it's just weird to see him just be such a force on the field with him being such a nice kid. I've been friends with Hughesy my whole life. I've always been in the same group, always been playing football together. Definitely my closest friend. And then Nick, he's, again, just one of my closest friends. He'll do anything for you, and he's always there for us.
Good answers. Nick?
With Rob, I mean, his dedication, I mean, me and him since I think my 9th grade year and his 8th grade year has been grinding nonstop until now. He just has insane dedication, and that's what I love about him. And then he's one of the best leaders I think I've ever been around. Like for a 17-year-old to lead our team as well as he does, it's just inspiring to be around. And then Bartlett, I mean, he's always making us laugh, and he's honestly just hilarious, and he just makes the whole team laugh.
Good answers. Give me a moment here. So, Stephanie, do you have any more questions? Anything to ask?
I do, because listening to you guys all talk about each other was absolutely beautiful to me. But now I want you to tell me the most positive thing about yourself. I want you to talk about yourselves a little bit.
I think that, I've just had a game, and I feel like I always want to be there for somebody whenever they need help, and I just want to be as dominant as I can. I want to be a force to be reckoned with, and that's just what I look for in myself. I won't take anything less.
Nice answer.
Good answer. Connor?
I feel like I'm a very selfless person. If the coaches ask me to do something, I'll do it. Like if they ask me to play any position, I'll go do it. Anything they need me to do, I'll do it right away.
Connor, number 2.
I think my respect is definitely one of my best qualities. I was raised with that rule, like respect others how you want to be respected. And I think I'm very selfless. Like at the end of the day, I don't care how many catches I have, how good I did. All that matters is that we got a W and I learned something.
Oh, good answer. Nick?
Probably just dedication. I mean, I love working hard. I love doing what I got to do for my teammates, and I love just working.
Thank you. Stephanie, do you have anything else? That's it.
That's it.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming on here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much for
I
having
really
us.
enjoyed getting to know all of you, and I do hope to make it to a game. But your answers tonight, actually, sitting with you, if I didn't know you, like to know that you're juniors and seniors, with the answers that you gave, actually, it was really nice to hear.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See
Yes,
all of you going places in the future. I really do.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
yeah,
you.
me
Thank you.
too. Stephanie, yeah, I'll let you know. Maybe the next game, next Mid Valley game, I'll be covering. I'll let you know.
All right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, yeah, thank you for coming on, and hopefully me and Stephanie should be at another game. I don't know, might be the prep game, October 11th.
So make sure you come up and say hello
Yes.
Definitely
course.
come to that game.
afterwards.
Or we could be on the sidelines. Depends if Stephanie wants
Yes.
to go on the sidelines.
Why
Are you,
not?
are you comfortable?
I was in Iraq, and you're asking me if I would go on a sideline. Yes.
It's pretty brutal out there, you know. That's funny, but yeah. All right, yeah. Have a good night, and thank
You
you,
too.
Stephanie.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
boys.
guys.
Thank you for
We'll see
having
you
us.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Stephanie. You can stay on.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Yep.
Thank
See
you
ya.
again.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty good, Stephanie. What do you think?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it went
Let's see if I can
well.
see.
They
No, I
gave
wanted to
very
see out the first one, see how it went, and then I'm gonna get a little notebook and
yeah.
add more questions. So next week, do you know who's
Well,
for
we're
next week?
still we're still live, so
Oh.
yeah. So yes. Hold on. Jeffrey, I'm gonna end this, all right? You can
Okay.
stay on. Yeah, I'm Jeric and This is Agape Freedom Sports. Yeah, we had a pleasure of having the boys from Mid Valley on here. Definitely a pleasure to have Robert, Nicholas, Connor, and Mid Valley Spartans are doing very well this year. We're going to be covering the next Mid Valley game. We'll be covering. Me and Stephanie will be there. It's going to be, I believe, it's October 11th. They're playing Scranton Prep. So yeah, this is Agape Freedom Sports. This is the Hail Mary show, not the Hail Mary show, the All Saints show. And have a good night.